So I'm with Leah from Saskatchewan in Canada. Now, we've been working together since beginning of March, essentially.
Yeah, very end of
So that's,
February. Yeah.
yeah. So that's been like 9 months or something like that, 8 months. And what have you managed to achieve for yourself?
I managed to go from 150 pounds approximately down to 125.
Cool. And
Lost a lot of dress sizes and all that jazz. That was awesome.
and so how's your life different now?
Well, probably the funnest thing for me is the small clothes, which I'm loving. So sharing clothes with all my kids, because I have 4 daughters. So that's been really special. Went on a little shopping spree on the weekend and fit into size 4 jeans. So love, love, love that. But I think just overall feeling better in a lot of ways. It doesn't, I wasn't feeling good about myself at the weight I was. And I was feeling a bit trapped in the sense that I didn't know how to change that. So it's been just exhilarating to change it and see that it actually can happen. So that's maybe the most rewarding part of it, I would say. Yeah.
Cool. You felt trapped. Do you mean like what you were trying wasn't working, or you didn't know what to focus on, or like how do you mean?
Both, probably you're right on both, just for different things. I mean, I had lost weight before with other apps, but I was finding that the calorie restrictions were maybe a bit too severe, and I was so hungry all the time, like I just couldn't get on top of it. So it was cool being able to start out with the recipes you had and kind of get some new ideas.
Mm.
And the other thing that I really liked that was different this time is I could phone you if I ran into some trouble. So other times in the past, I'd get to a certain point of weight loss and it would be like, I don't know kind of how to proceed. So you're guessing, essentially.
Mm.
But this time it was like, okay, well, I can just call Joe and he'll know why or what's going on and, get some help. So that part, I think, was key for me. And then having the lessons, or I guess not lessons, they're modules along the way. For me, a lot of it, I think, was just mindset, and I'm still working at changing it. But nobody had ever really kind of put it in my, I guess, in my face, not in a rude way, but just in front of me that way, to look at things differently. And it made a big difference.
Look, a lot of it is mindset, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's what to do and it helps to have direction. And then there is also making sure we're doing the right thing or having assistance when we struggle. But then it does come down to like shifting your mindset, and that's always an ongoing process as well. Like we're never always like, we've always got work to do. But as long as you're moving forward and as long as you can look back at Leah from March or February and say, yeah, I've definitely grown a bit in lots of different aspects, then we've done good.
Absolutely.
Cool. So another fun thing I wanted to ask you is like, so I say to people before they work with me, I'm like, look, I'm not the cheapest person to work with. It's kind of an investment in yourself. And when you signed up, didn't you have a little, like a little breakdown in the supermarket or the grocery shop or something?
I did, yes. I had a freak out at Walmart. I sure did. But I remember texting my best friend and telling her, look, I'm at Walmart freaking out. I think I made a huge mistake. And she was like, she just made it for me. She said, you like to play it safe. That's your personality. And that can be good. But then you never ever get to see what the other side would be like if you took a risk and actually could make it happen for yourself, how great that might be in the end. She's like, you can do this. You can put your mind to it. You can be disciplined. And she says, and it was exactly what I needed to hear because I kind of calmed down and I was like, she's totally 100% right. And it sort of shifted it for me right there. in the Walmart.
Good. No, do you think that making that decision for yourself and like investing in yourself helped you find the motivation and that commitment that perhaps was difficult like other times?
Absolutely. I guess for us specifically, we're a single income family. Like I'm home with the kids. You know that probably already, but maybe others don't. And we homeschool 4 of them. So that amount of money is a lot for us. And it was kind of like, it made me take it super seriously because of how much it was. And I didn't want it to be like, here my husband was saying, you know, do this thing for yourself. And then I kind of poop out halfway through. So it pushed me to get out of bed on days when I didn't want to, and to exercise, and, you know, to make better choices most of the time, not all of the time, but enough that I'm here today. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so it really, you know, you're kind of all in when you do something like that. Like you're putting all your cards in, or you're not just dipping a toe. Like
Exactly.
you're taking a plunge now, and you kind of burn the boats. We say there's no turning back.
Yeah.
And then, hey, look, you find that motivation to, of course, to get the help to contact, you know, me or whoever when you need. But like, that's when you find the results that have eluded you. And that's what I'm trying to help people to understand. Ultimately, like people who are successful, such as yourself, with different things they try, whether it's weight loss or health or business or anything in life, it's like those who are successful and achieve what they want, they make tough decisions. That's what it comes down to. They're willing to make a tough decision and commit to something. Even like a good business owner will make, or a good employee makes tough decisions. A good parent, they make tough decisions sometimes. A good husband or wife has to make tough decisions. That's what makes them good. And ultimately, when it comes to your health, if you've been struggling, you've got to start making some tough decisions. And investing in yourself like that is a tough decision, but that's what it takes to get to the other side. And it's just about whether you're ready or not. And you were, and thank goodness your friend helped you through those tough times as well. That tough period at Walmart. Good. You should buy her a coffee or something.
Yeah, I should.